Good evening, Randomizer fans, and welcome to the Final Fantasy Randomizer Winter Tournament 2025. My name's Lord Fizzlebeef. Joining me in the booth is Danny. How's it going, Danny?
I got a slight case of the giggles. I'm just now seeing darindrise's character names. So yeah, it's going well for some of us. Yeah.
So, we're on game 2 of this here best of 3 series, and winner of game 1 was Vaughn, as appropriately marked. So for those new to the winter tournament settings, let's give a brief rundown of the flags. What do we have going on today? Well, we have items not quite in the places we expect. We got Mid-Topher, we got 24 Shard Hunt. Everything is incentivized except for Ice Cave and Marsh Cave, both Marsh Caves. But in the pool, we also have an X-Cal, a Defense Sword, and a Power Gauntlet. Gear is going to be +3 to +5. Our map edits, we've got Extended Open Progression, we've got Shuffle Chime access. Couple unhappy things, we've got the Mermaid Prison, so if we want to loot the stuff in Mermaids, we'll need a key. And the items that are in dungeons are as far into the dungeons as they can be. So in Earth, it's Post Rod. In Volcano, it's Agama Floor or below. In Sea Shrine, it's any of the locked boxes. In Sky, it's up in Sky somewhere. And Party, we've got some Forest and some Choice. The first two spots are Forest. In this case, we have a Forest Thief and a Forest Nun. The third slot, always a Nun. And in the fourth slot, they have their choice of Red, White, or Black Mage, and it looks like both of our runners have settled on a Red Mage. I think I've got everything. Have I forgotten anything?
I think so. And looking at this party, so with our blessings, we have early lockpicking on this thief, and in these flags, the thief can lockpick, which means he can open any lock boxes without the key at level 22. Because we have early lockpicking on this particular leaf, he can open any lock boxes or at level 12. And on this red mage, we have +20 vitality. So that's what we're starting at. We can recruit characters in our taverns, so that is probably where we're headed first to see, or they make me look like a liar. Okay, now we're seeing it. So we have white mages, and a reroll. So we have white mages in Canaria, and an immediate reroll for Vaughn. So what are we gonna take in this third slot? Or this fourth slot, I wonder.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
We're rolling into a White Mage. What does the White Magic have? Life 2, heal 3. That's... Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, I think they accidentaled their reroll.
Oh, no.
Okay, they had a red mage originally. I think they wanted the black mage, and then we're gonna get the white mage here. Oh, okay.
Okay, that makes a little more
That
sense.
makes sense. I think I'd rather have a white mage and a black mage than a white mage and a red mage too. So
yeah,
that makes sense.
Yep. Meanwhile, darindrise has been going through the gear shops. We got rapiers +5. We got chain armor +5. I did not catch what was in level 1 black magic, but it looks like nothing special. The only offensive spells we've got right now are Bane and Rub. And also, Vaughn taking advantage of the one of the new features we have that's active in this flag set, Magic Menu Reordering. Are your magic spells in the wrong order? Would you like to reorient them? All you have to do is go to the menu, highlight the spell, hit start, and it will shift it over one space to the right. No longer do you have to yo-yo between the magic shops to get your stuff properly ordered.
Unless you're me, I buy them in the correct order and then accidentally mess them up all through the seed now.
Unless you're me and you just forget the flag exists.
I mean, I forgot it existed till I accidentally messed up my magic and then couldn't remember why. Or how.
So darindrise headed straight for Garland. Didn't bother with any of these side boxes, but Vaughn's gonna check them out.
Took a couple pains, but we got through Garland. We get our crown from the king and TNT from Sarah. Got a shard up in the top box, but nothing else in those missed boxes. So Darindra is really not missing out on anything.
I believe Vaughn ran away from the box encounter. Might not have been confident enough for the single ghoul with the starting party. But we do have trapped boxes in this flag set. So here's the rules. We got 48 of them. They're all going to be marked, and they will all have only shards or key items. Because there's no loose items, we know that like anything in TOF is going to be a shard. Also, we're using local formations, so it's going to be the B side of any encounter that's on the encounter table in that area. So you have a general idea of what you're going to run into, but there's just usually just going to be more of it. There aren't that many encounters that are wildly different between the A side and the B side on these dungeon tables.
On Darren's side, we just saw level 2 magic. Definitely a little bit better than level 1. So we have Fade at level 2 white magic, and we have Lit 3 at level 2 black magic. So much improved AoE.
Oh, and Vaughn bonked off of the entrance to Matoya's cave. So there's our chime locked door. No Matoya for us right now.
Necessarily a problem. We haven't seen Crystal yet, so we don't need to get in there. But it is if you're worried about how much money you have, it's a decent quick check on the way to Provoca. Just pop in, check those 3 boxes, hope for money.
So yeah, we have level 2 Fade, but what's over here in Black Magic? Lightning 3? Chat says we're in shambles. No. Just give me 2 Lightning 3 casters. I'm fine.
I mean, while you're at it, buy Confused. Get your canoe.
Yeah.
On carry.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could possibly happen?
Yeah.
I feel like I shouldn't have said that.
Well...
Not after the last seed.
For those playing the home game, the reason that one of our 2 runners have named their party Danny is Mean, there were a lot of fiery arachnids, I do believe.
So here's the thing. There's a very good possibility that it's supposed to be Danny is Mean. Or it's K2 is Mean. And I just happen to be a character to be filled in.
That's true.
Only time will tell. Move eyes during the interview. But completely justified if Danny is Mean is what it's meant to be. Okay, so we've seen pro rings and gold bracelets already. So we had pro rings, I think it was about 15,000 gold.
That's what it looked like, yeah.
Yeah, in Canary. And we saw gold bracelets. I think they were 20-some thousand. I didn't catch the exact amount in Provoca. So at the very least, we know where good armor for our mages are. So if we don't find things in boxes, like we can just stop in those 2 shops when we have significantly more money than we currently do and outfit our mages.
So right here in Dwarf Cave, find a Thor hammer. That's going to help with Thief AoE. Hooray! Oh. Hooray! Very, very close, tight-knit hoorays that we have going on here. That's just how close to each other the runners are. Lazy Dwarves confirmed. TNT into Adamant.
Lazy Dwarves, best dwarves. The only way this gets better is if it's adamant into TNT into key. Then you just do everything there at once. But this is pretty hard.
Hooray! Hooray! Man, they're giving that Haradorf a workout today. Just all the hugs. Just hugs for days with this guy. Question in chat. Was there a difference in flags between the qualifiers and round of 64? Yes. As far as I can tell, the difference is on the gear side. Instead of +4 +5, it's now +3 to +5. And for boss health, instead of 150%, it's now 160%. I believe that's the only changes we have.
Yeah, there's... starting at the next round with the round of 32, there's map changes like River to Melmond, and there's some other additional changes the further into brackets you go. But the differences here in the round of 64 aren't terribly different than the qualifiers.
So, Astos holding the boat, and we've got an herb in our inventory, and Marsh ain't got nothing in it, so is Elf Prince going to be canoe or canal?
Or... well, yeah, it'd have to. It starts there or crystal, but we can't get there without a chime, so... and it is canal.
Okay.
So we're hitting the high seas.
Oh, yeah, I suppose it could have been key. That's fair, but I had a feeling it was going to be either canoe or canal. It's just the way this is going. Oh, and darindrise attempting to locate boat. When you find the boat in the inner sea somewhere other than where it's supposed to be, it will be to the closest dock, assuming no map edits are on. So while, yes, the Dwarf Dock is technically closer to Northwest Castle if we just walk up that way, it requires extended open progression to kind of have a linear path up there. And that's why it's down at Elfland Dock.
So, magic we found... oh, and there's our vendor item. 10,000 gold for our rod, which is an incentivized location, so that is going to be something we're going to want to get sooner than later, but we definitely don't have the money for it right now. And silver +5 bracelets for 1,500 gold. That's actually really good. But level 3 magic. So we've got Harm 3 and White Magic, which... we had the improved harm spell on, so with those white mages, that's not too bad. Level 3 black magic was just sad. Level 4 white magic had exit. Slot 4 though, so only the white mages going to be able to get it. Those red mages can learn it post promotion. They're not getting it anytime soon. And level 4 black magic was zap, an ice 2. So not great.
It's fine. It's fine. We don't need no fade. Just give me lightning 3, zap, and ice 2. That'll catch everything in it. We'll be fine.
I start to say we have Saber at 4, which could be good for that thief if it's a ninja, but, and I don't quite remember it's a thing you covered earlier. No. But in these flags, we have the fighter and the thief have reversed what magic they're able to learn. So vanilla games can learn black, fighters can learn white, and so promote. Not these here winter tournament flags. These, when they turn into ninjas, are going to be learning white magic. And if we find a fighter, pick it up on Bond's side, because we're already got a full party over here on Darindrise's side, that knight will be able to learn black magic.
And it's the same rules, just reversed. So the black knight will get 1 through 4 black magic, whereas the white ninja has the same spell restrictions that the knight would have for its white magic pickups.
Not that knight would be learning a whole lot of anything that's going to be terribly helpful for it at the seed.
Oh, so Ruby from the Circle of Sages. Now the game really wants us to go to the Melmond area, but I really don't like going there without the rod. and we're in an area where we could probably grind out 10k real quick if we wanted to. Boy, I'm liking the play to take some fights out here, especially if we can land some giants. But we'll take what we can get. Oh, the white ninja has full 1 to 4 permissions. Interesting.
Oh,
I thought it had keep permissions. Oh, keep permissions probably. Yeah. All right, that makes more sense now. It's very rare for me to actually use the promoted magic in this flag set, I've found.
So Darindrise headed over to the Moment area with that ruby. I'll take like some fights, but it's decided, no, we're just gonna go check this. I don't think we didn't see how much money they have, so looks like they're headed straight to Melmond. Yeah. Feels a little bad knowing that Rod is just sitting in Elfland. Turning in our slab, although we can't do much with that now, so hopefully they remember that that is a thing they have already done.
Ooh, 3 out of the 4 in here are marked boxes. Fun. So I looked away for a brief second. I saw Vaughn sailing in the direction of Elfland. Did Vaughn pick up the rod?
No.
Okay.
They left Crescent and then sailed over and then went straight up to do the ruby turn-in. So we got our canoe out of Titans. We still have to see what Sarada has.
My gut's telling me. My gut's telling me that we have Floater in bottom of Earth. Just because of where that rod was, because of how early it was. My gut says Floater's down there.
Much like I think that feels a little bad. Because there really was no way to get that money early for that rod. Because we had 2 boxes in Dwarf to check. Like, that was the only place to really get money, unless you wanted to go to Marsh for money to get it before you leave. And there's not a person who's playing that would want to do that. Marsh is not incentivized. You're not going there unless you're beyond desperate. And then it just... everyone has to feel bad. The person playing would feel bad, as watching would feel bad.
So Sarda gives us Oxiel. We don't have Northern Docks on, so that's not a solution for now.
So their options are Ordeals, Volcano, or, depending on how much money they currently have, get the rod, go back to Earth. Okay, so Darren doesn't have money for the rod, so his options are Ordeals or Volcano. Ice 3 and Orbit 5, not bad, but we don't have the levels for it.
I would love an Ordeals play here because that is going to get us money for the rod, and then we can just pick that up on our way to wherever we head next, either Volcano or Earth.
Yes. Looks like... okay, so we're heading back to Elfland. Bonds? Okay. It looked like they were headed back to Elfland there for a second. I was like, ah. But no, yep. So an ordeal place here. All right, darindrise. Where you head to? Oh,
Volcano.
we have route divergence.
Mm-hmm. So, like, there's definite positives to both of these. I still like the Ordeals play for the reasons I already gave, but the thing about Volcano is there's a lot of boxes in there, and because experience is based on the number of shards you have, it's very likely we're going to get a decent chunk of shards out of here. And there's still an incentive item down there, and it could be something that we really need. So this is by no means a bad play. This is just the issue with this is that getting here and leaving would be way easier if we had a floater, and the problem with ordeals is sometimes the pillar maze is unkind, and there's sorcerers in here, and that's not good because we have vanilla touch attacks. So sorcerers with death touch is now just a fact of life in this here winter tournament.
I'm one of the rare few who never played the vanilla version of this game. So I'm going through what many of the people who have played the vanilla game have already experienced. That is very unkind sorcerers. You open a box, you step on a thing, you see him, and then it's instant, oh no. Please not these. Yeah, for sure, the one thing darindrise leaving Volcano is 100% going to have that Vaughn might not have, depending on what we find here in Ordeals, is rod money.
So there's the sorcerers, and down goes one. Oh, the evade on that thief putting in very important work. We make it through. Did we pick up life? I feel like we have life somewhere. Ooh. Alright, Ordeals was the tail. So that's not super.
Yeah, and that white mage has life 2 at level 1. Okay, so that's not progression, so now it's either darindrise is about to find the thing we're looking for here in Volcano, or it's in Earth, and Fizzle was right.
With Thief Carry, you think you're going to want that tail? I suppose. It's just a question of, did I really want it like now? Because I don't know. I guess I'm just so floater focused.
I mean, the bright side is at least now that you have it, you'll be able to class change as soon as you get in the air. Which benefits the thief, because the sooner you class change, the sooner you'll start gaining magic. Let's... Are we? Okay, so Vaughn buys the rod and then goes to the volcano.
Interesting. Well, well, that's where it is.
Well, it turns out that was the play, because volcano in... or floater in volcano.
Volcano and floater in volcano.
I mean, we've seen big, large, floaty things in the sky on fire before, and it never ends well, so I'm going to suggest I just be wrong.
So, Wizogre's in here with Blizzard is a bit of a bummer, and is going to definitely take some healing resources. darindrise already sub 20 heal pots. We have a white mage, and that will help a bit, but I'm now starting to get real worried about the potential for a carry fight. I think that train might have just sailed.
Well, the good news here is darindrise has oh, hello, and a ribbon, so even better news. If they bought it on all of their characters, all 3 of darindrise's mages have heal 3 with slot 3 level 1.
Mhm.
So we shouldn't be too worried about heal magic. I worry a little bit about carry because yeah, we have fade on all of them, but like we're using swords resources getting through
Mhm.
boxes for
Mhm.
our floater and then for our shards. But we have exit on that white mage, and that's what we're doing.
Yep. Good call. Good call.
I agree. Because like if you're not checking anything, running back down the carry, if say you're 2 shards short at the end of like before Taupe and you're like, where can I get 2 shards? Running straight through Volcano is the quickest dungeon to get from start to finish. So it feels bad not finishing out the dungeon, but it's much smarter to exit out and save when you're not sure if you can get through than risk losing all of the progress you made on the way down.
Mhm. Yeah, I had a lot of comments in chat about nobody wants to fight carry, and honestly, I don't blame them because with the melee stats only going up, and with some of our gear being a little bit sketchy, and the fact that we know how much health carry has and we don't like it, I get wanting to avoid it. I really do.
Hmm.
In terms of knowing how much health, well, it's 160%. So with our base of 400, that is 4, 6, 640? 640 health, I believe, is the number we land on. It was 600
Which could be doable.
in it was 600 uh in the qualifier flags, but health has gone up an additional 10%.
Question. Oh, does floater just float your ship? In these flagships, we have airboat turned on, which means if you have ship and you have floater, you actually don't need canoe and you don't have to go to the desert to unearth it. You can just go to your boat, hit the your little button, and boom, in here you go. My flag kind of.
Oh,
I've never played with that flag until till these, and it's pretty really great.
yes, chat corrected me. 600 base health for carry, not 400. Math on Twitch is fine, and anyone who tells you otherwise is just trying to prevent you from greatness. Thanks to our tracker Fellison for correctly calling earlier 960 health.
Oh no.
Was that Vaughn taking a wipe in Volcano and
Yes.
having to go back in and get the floater?
Yes.
Mm.
Blizzard ogres of a blizzard that are clearly very lost and have no business in Volcano.
Mm-hmm.
Climate change. That's how that happens.
Question in chat. We found key somewhere? Not exactly. One of the things that we have is thief lockpicking that says that should the thief reach a certain level, they function as though you have a key in your inventory. By default, that's set to level 22. So when a thief hits level 22, you basically just have a key. However, the class blessings we have today, the thief has early lockpicking, which takes 10 off of that. So as of level 12, this thief dominant party just has the key. Don't have to find it. Oh, also we found a katana in Canaria Armory.
And chime. So whenever we use crystal, now we can do Matoya.
Mhm.
Yeah, Vaughn checks there and gets Zekaton. It's gonna be real happy. darindrise is now thinking, where is Mateo? Level 5 white magic being, you know, your one-stop shop for all your heal and evasion magic. Invis 2, cure 4, heal 2. Chat telling Darren to go promote. Darindrise does not have the tell yet. Tell was in ordeals, and Darindrise is not doing ordeals yet. Vaughn, on the other hand, does have the tell and can go promote.
Looks like Vaughn is headed straight there to promote.
Yep. We'll likely do the same thing Darindrise is doing and check all the different Cardia aisles because that is incentivized. Finding the power bonk, that is our incentive item there. There is a few incentive items that are geared that won't be in marked boxes, and the power bonk is one of them. The other is the X-Cal and the defense sword. And that thief, soon to be ninja, cannot learn saber, and we haven't seen temper, so that power bonk is pretty darn nice to have.
I don't recall if we've looked at level 6 magic, but we can rule fast and temper out of 1 through 5, which is not good.
Yeah, we went into Crescent. The best at white in level 6 was Cure 3, and black was Cake. So nothing we're too thrilled about in either one of those.
Meanwhile, Vaughn, up in Gaia, checks the clinic and finds the recruitable fighter and has decided to round out the party with a fighter. So we got Thief, Ninja, Knight, White Wizard, Black Wizard.
I'm someone who almost never takes the white mage. But for the most part, I approve of that party. I mean, to be honest, so far that a red mage, don't tell me when I said this, isn't really doing much more for you than that white mage would, and then normally I'd have the red mage over the white mage, so that white mage is perfectly servable today.
I suppose. I still wouldn't have one.
So far. Well, normally I wouldn't either. But we have one on the screen, so. Although the bad thing about bringing that knight now is that it is starting at level 1. So it's gonna take a little while before it gets quite up to where the rest of our party is.
The one thing it has going for it is the amount of opal gear that Vaughn has picked up, because I saw opal armor, opal gauntlet, and opal shield all going onto that fighter. So eventually it will be a very dense tank. But that'll happen right around the time we hit Topher.
He is small but tanky.
just a little steel brick. not very big, but very heavy and very dense.
He ain't doing much now. Just throw him at things, knock him over. So Vaughn did find that katana in Canary Lock, so that thief's swinging a pretty alright sword now.
Vaughn on the way to Lefane, which I believe has the Lefane Superstore on in this flag set. Did we ever find the slab? It looks like we did. It looks like we translated it.
We did, yes. Yeah, Vicky had the slab, so we're turning that in. We've seen Temper. Temper is making us all real sad at level 8 in Gaia.
Don't like that.
So that's 100% not a thing darindrise is getting.
Mhm.
Vaughn can get it, but he's gonna need a whole lot of levels before he has any of it to you.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, and we have a cube, which
Okay.
means we can now do sky if we wish.
Convenient. We're right here.
Indeed. Getting life 2 on our ninja.
So the ninja's also not getting Cure 4. That's a bit of a bummer. Level 6, what do we got? Cure 3. A-Rub is an interesting pick in this flag set. Without without ribbons party wide, there are some bosses in Topher that will be a bit of a bummer. Because we have vanilla boss scripts, we know for a fact that Tia 2 is going to open with Bane, and we know that Chaos's first skill is going to be Crack. Now, A-Rub's not going to help with the Bane, but I believe A-Rub will protect us from Crack, so if we make it all the way to Chaos, then we'll be good to go.
I'm gonna try real hard to remember that. Because, boy, that was information that had been real useful the other day.
Yep, there's our level 8 fast. Fast and temperate 8. Ugh. Going to Sky? Let's go to Sky.
On disguise.
Meanwhile, darindrise, in the location to get Tail, but we have to get through the Death Touch sorcerers to get there. Didn't look like any boxes up there. We move on. Oop, we were gonna skip greater than less than, but decided to double back because there might just be nothing. There might just be nothing here.
It's honestly, I feel like it's rare that you don't find at least one shard in there.
Mm-hmm.
So that feels a little bad because that's a long way to walk around to go in there and be like, oh, well, dang it.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, the opal bracelet's neat, but I feel like we really wanted shards out of that.
Yeah, we're 35 minutes in and we got 6 shards. Yeah, we're starting to feel real bad that we're not finding any.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, darindrise now headed over to promote himself. We're 36 minutes in. Who do we think is in the lead at this point? Right now, I think I have to give it to Vaughn slightly, if only because he's most of the way through a dense location, and hopefully we get shards. Hopefully we get a Tia kill out of this, honestly.
Slightly disagree with you, only because darindrise has almost double the shards.
Ooh.
But that sure is nice.
Mm-hmm. Excal +3, yes please.
Yeah, a katana on that ninja and that X-Call on that fighter. Very nice. And we have the elemental bonus is up. I don't remember the exact number of these ones, but it is higher than usual. And with that exhale, that's going to be really great, especially in Toph. Now, granted, it's not going to do you much good at all on Chaos, but everything up to Chaos, it makes that excal really quite nice.
Mhm. Oop, shoutouts to darindrise for classic team stake.
Okay, it took me a minute to find it because I don't remember where things are on the website. And to be fair to myself, there's like a million things on there. So, but the elemental bonus is set to 42,
Mm-hmm.
which makes that excal insanely
Monstrous.
good.
Yeah,
Chaos
absolutely.
doesn't share any of those weaknesses, so it's not doing anything extra on Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone up to Chaos, it's like, hello, pretty sword.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go wreck some faces with you today.
Ooh, speaking of faces getting wrecked, we have slimes. I don't know what they let off with, but they came in with poison damage. And now Vaughn is headed back into Mirage. Immediately hits Cerberus's with Blizzard. And we're just going to do donuts around this tower real quick. And we're going to try that again. Stop X for poison damage. Ugh. Nope, yep, we gotta go back and get our opal bracelet. That was worth it. And darindrise, having heard just how much fun Mirage Sky is over here now to join the party. More Cerberuses.
Ron immediately said, do we run or do we fight? And decided, not worth risking it. We're just gonna kill them before they kill us.
Mm-hmm. Excal over on the right, single shard over on the right, and then it'll be on Vaughn to remember where the other shards were in here, because I don't.
Yeah, that's why something like a dungeon wipe would be terrifying for me, having to remember where all the boxes were, because
Mm-hmm.
I got old lady brain. We're not remembering any of that. That is having to do a completely full clear of the entire dungeon of
Mm-hmm.
what I just did.
Mm-hmm. Doing some quick equipment management as darindrise is starting to catch up. 41 minutes in, and our runners are holding hands in Space Cave, and now it's the battle to see who makes it through Sky 2, where all the bad poison is, or Sky 1, as darindrise is being introduced to them.
If either of these runners put in a formal request for me to never roll a seed for them again, I would completely understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Because who boy have they seen some nasty things today.
Oop, the Fade might get us through, but does that Red Mage have any life spells? I don't think so. Nope. Ooh, we're continuing solo. Bold. Very bold.
Indeed. Are we gonna...
Danny has much to answer for as darindrice's cry for help has changed to Mean Danny is K-12.
If that means I am the education system, then I agree I do need work.
Meanwhile, Vaughn, up on the top floor, has gone through problems of their own. We lost the mages, but we do still have the twin melee powerhouses. The only question now is, are they going to attempt to leave, or are they going to attempt to make it through Tia? I don't know that those two have the horsepower to make it through a Tia 1 fight with a 1600 health. Also, at some point, darindrise fell victim to Sky, has gone back in, is looking for that opal bracelet. Probably gonna head back upstairs, maybe? Question in chat, how's this race going? Very competitive, actually. Our runners have been pretty much on top of each other since they started. There was a little bit of route divergence early. Once we left Sarda with our canoe, Vaughn went down to Ordeals, got the tail. darindrise went straight to Volcano, got the floater. Vaughn then went to Volcano, got the floater. Afterwards, darindrise went to Ordeals and got the tail. And now we're here in Sky, and we're trying to find shards and also not die. One or both of those things are on the agenda. Alright, we moved...
Thank goodness for life, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're not risking this Tia fight, and I kind of don't blame Vaughn.
Yep.
Like, we've got good gear, we've got really good weapons, but... Although if we have... There's a white shirt, I know darindrise has it. I don't know if Vaughn has it. If they do, I mean, that could have been evasion, could have gotten through Tia, but I don't hate the idea. If we've got life 2 on that ninja, we go out, we'll have life 2 charges, bring back the party, run back up for the 4 shards. I don't hate the idea.
My problem is the vanilla scripts make Tia an unfun proposition. There's a decent number of spells and skills in there that 2 melee people is not going to be great to handle, and with the absorbent evasion only going up from base, that's a lot of damage headed towards us that I don't think we can withstand. Question chat, Vaughn doesn't have the Volcano ribbon? I don't believe so. Vaughn did take a wipe in Volcano, so probably just went back in to get the floater and bailed. 84 heal pots for Vaughn as darindrise continuing up here on the 3rd floor. With a full party, it'll be interesting to see if darindrise proceeds forward to the Tia fight.
Depending on how many fades and stuff we have left on those mages, and we've got that katana. And we've got a bonk. I don't hate it for this party with the full party. I think T is likely doable.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not entirely sure how many. Oh, I'm trying to see, but they menu so fast. How many shards Darren says? Looks like they're almost a complete row 3, so they're
7
7
shards.
shards. So, depending on, I don't remember if there's one up in this room, but 4 from Tia has them. So that'll mean 6 shards left. If they get this one and then they get through Tia, then they only need 2 shards. So then they'll at least be in shard go mode.
Meanwhile, it looks like Vaughn, currently in need of 13 shards, headed over towards mermaids. Don't hate this. This could be a good source of catch-up shards if we find them.
Yeah, we're also still looking for our loot. So we don't need key. We could never ever find key and be perfectly fine because of the lock picking that's on our thieves. However, we're still looking for our loot, which has to be here or waterfall.
Yep.
And it's either the key or the loot itself, or it's a turn-in that leads to the loot. We haven't seen bottle and we haven't seen crystal.
Right. So both of our runners on the Onrak continent, but another piece of minor divergence. darindrise headed up to Waterfall as Vaughn clears out mermaids. Question chat, not at Earth Ruby Chest? That is a good point. Neither of our runners has done an Earth dive. Rod was purchase from the Elfland vendor shop. And there is something down on the 4th floor. I don't know what, but there's something down there.
Yes.
Or it's right there. Next to Amaza +5. Alright. Oh, so that's the crystal. Now, if darindrise follows that crystal, considering he only needs, what, like 1-2 shards? If we follow that crystal, we could be in a bit of trouble. But no, darindrise heads over here, does not want to leave this area first. So with the couple of unfortunate dungeon wipes that we've had from Vaughn, this does look now like darindrise in a commanding lead. Topher could change that. Question in chat, defense sword only thing left? I think so? I believe that's the only thing we haven't found is defense and fetch leading to it. So, bottle, yeah.
Yeah, bottle, well, we haven't found key yet either.
Oh, that's right, key, yeah,
so,
yeah.
So crystal, or no, we just got crystal, so that's either
Mhm.
going to lead to key or
Bottle.
defense or bottle. There's some
Yeah.
kind of something in there in the works, but yeah,
Yeah,
basically,
yeah.
it could lead to bottle to either key or to defense, or it could lead to just key or to defense, and then bottle be in, say, earth, and it leads to whatever. There's a weird mix of things that it all could turn out to be, but
Mhm.
basically, those are the things we haven't seen yet. A cardia item question chat was what's cardia item? It was the power bomb.
Mhm.
It was in swamp.
Yep. Nope, I believe that was the sighting of a second ribbon, this being Vaughn's first. I wonder if that is why Vaughn's been continuing to open the unmarked boxes, is just desperation for a ribbon. With a white mage in the party, I get it. We need something to defend our life caster. And we are taking some fights on this Iron Gall tile. Maybe get some levels here, try and get our late edition knight up to battle strength before we head into Topher. Oh. I must have miscounted Darindrise's shards because it looks like they need 5. I thought they only needed like 2. Uh, Question chat. Long way from those fast charges, though. Level 8 starts at 25, right? Yes. Level 8 charges start at 25. Right,
And the
crystal
crystal
into
is
defense.
defense.
Oof. So that's earth into bottle into key. Oh. And some doofus in the comms booth was calling for floater like 30 minutes ago. So Vaughn versus Kraken. We're gonna throw up A-Rub. I don't know that that will necessarily block ink. I don't know if A-Rub blocks status. It might. If it does, absolutely A+ play on that. We're gonna lamp and see if that helps. Swing is not gonna do much from a darkened ninja, but an undarkened knight is gonna swing in with Excal. Alright, chat confirming that, yes, A-Rub blocks death plus earth plus status. So A-Rub will block you from getting inked. Yes, lamp sighting. There was a lamp sighting in that fight. Vaughn did deploy lamp to great effectiveness in removing a status effect on the character that didn't get a turn afterwards because Kraken was dead. Or no, it cured the knight, and then the knight swung in. Yeah. I prefer my headcanon because I prefer joking at Lamp's expense.
Yeah, you don't see lamp get used often, but in flags like these, when you have uh dark status is horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like that lands and it wrecks a fight. It just does.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen many a fiend wipes where you're hitting, literally so winging for the moon, And then next thing you know, you're not hitting anything.
So Vaughn leaving Waterfall only needs 6 shards. Darindrise sighted in Earth Cave. Picking up some shards in here. Looks like we're now 2 away.
Yeah.
Yep, 2 away.
Just need a lich kill. So we really don't have to even look at any more boxes on Darindrise's side. We just need to make a mad dash for lich.
Vaughn has also arrived here at Earth Cave. Gonna burn a couple encounters before heading inside. And in we go.
Yeah, we saw Darindrise find the Aegis shield. They were in the box right past the vampire. Not gonna do him any good. However, if Vaughn opens that box, he's gonna be pretty happy to see it.
We've been talking about having something that imparts poison resistance. Well, that's what that Aegis shield does. And we don't even need to use a spell to have it. Chat calling, Earth sure was fun in Race 1. So, for those joining us late, the arachnids, in a Danny seed, you'll never guess what happened. And arachnids are all over the place in Earth Cave. So, yeah.
I know it's not like I do that on purpose when I roll a seed, because technically I'm just clicking a button. But I will forever feel bad about it.
That's fair.
As someone who's played seeds I rolled more than anyone else, I feel bad when like the suffering is spread amongst my peers. As I'm sure you will agree, because you probably played seeds I rolled more than anyone else after me.
That's true. That's true.
So you managed to forgive me enough to really like me, so I'm going to assume that I am redeemable.
Oh, our tracker noting, look at what's on these arachnids. I don't believe I was focused on any particular arachnid fight. What have we been missing? Do tell.
I was gonna say, I don't recall seeing anything, so did we miss a thing? I think we missed a thing.
I think
Oh,
we missed
no.
a thing.
Oh.
They lead with thunder.
Oh, boy.
Danny, please.
I know not what I do when I click the button, I swear. You know, I don't know who put me on the wiki. And I thought maybe one day I might find my way off the wiki. Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. To everyone who's ever played a seed I rolled, who may play a seed I rolled. I'm gonna probably be rolling a lot of them for the next 2 months. So I'm sorry.
So Darindrise following the bottle turn in to get the key. This is curious. I wonder if they thought they were looking for something else, or if they forgot that lockpicking is on. An interesting question for them for later.
Because they did use the lock picking
Mhm,
on the thief early to get into places, so maybe they thought it was something not the key, or
Could
still
be.
maybe thought they needed the key just for Toph only.
Mhm.
I'll have to ask because I'm not sure.
But either way, darindrise,
But it
our first runner in Topher at, we'll call it 103.10.
just below 103. Yep. Well, however, not that far behind. I think after Lich, we might still be a couple of shards short, but hopefully maybe some key lock checks that'll fix our problem. All right, show us your shards. Yep. I think that was 2. Yeah.
2, yeah.
Still need 2 on bond side. Yeah.
Uh,
Which normally,
we're gonna look first floor, I guess.
I mean, it's not the worst idea. There is a decent few chests on this first floor, and if
Mhm.
you don't see anything, easily reset out.
Mhm. Meanwhile, over on darindrise's side, we made it through a lich fight without getting nuked.
It's a miracle. Oh, this first floor earth check is not paying out for Ron. Feels a little bad. All right. Yep. Worth the check, but unfortunately did not pay off. It's
Meanwhile,
to the key locks we go.
on to carry, we're gonna go with bonk and triple fade. Bonk goes off, fade goes out for 212, fade goes out for 106. Third fade goes out for 110. Incoming melee takes the ninja to under 100. We do have a life 2 caster, and we're gonna need it because that ninja's face down. Continuing the fade spam, we have another sub 100. A 304, that helps offset that. And a 132. Carry is still present, probably not much health left. We're downgrading the white mage to harm 3. First fade gets through. We are on to the water floor.
We found a shard over Matoya on Bond's side, so we're 1 shard short, and then Bond will be in Taupe right behind darindrise. So we really are only maybe 1 dive separating the 2.
Now, on to the Kraken fight. Lock 2, just in case this Kraken is more evasive than we would like. White shirt for evasion, more lock 2. Single evasion user. We get 1 stack of 6 up across the party. A lock 2 goes up. Incoming melee detonates the second place red mage. Defense goes off. That ninja is close to or at evade cap. Oof, down goes the second red mage. This Kraken has no chill at all today. We're going to try some Power Gauntlet and some more White Shirt to see if we can't keep that White Mage alive at this very, very, very melee-intensive Kraken. Kraken makes it through the evasion and lands a crit for 205. We're going to try some more White Shirt. Kraken has now switched over to Spellcasting. That ninja is under 100 health. We need more power. Cure 4 is going to top off the health. Incoming melee misses. We are now switching over to offense with still some white shirts to try and keep that white mage alive. Our first swing, I believe that was almost 700 damage. Not quite there. White shirt's going to do white shirt things. Second swing, what do we got? 338. Thanks, Katana. White shirt. Believe that puts us to evasion cap. We're going to try some Cure 4 just to make sure that that ninja survives. Outgoing melee. Single hit, 213. Incoming melee to the white mage misses. Thor hammer time. 58 damage. Return Thor hammer. Comparable damage. Swing, 595. Down goes Kraken 2. So, believe it or not, Carry 2 and Kraken 2 were some of the easier fiends of Topher. Time for the first major gatekeeper. We're going to try Saber, white shirt, and lock. Saber goes off, white shirt goes off. Defense goes off. Here comes the Bane. 1 red mage down, 2 red mage down. We got the same party we made it through Kraken with. Let's see if these two can repeat the struggle. White shirt goes off, power gauntlet goes off. Ice 2 doing a lot of damage to that ninja, but we're going to keep on buffing. We're going to wait a bit before we use another Cure 4. That Lightning 2 takes us to just over 100. We have 3 charges of Cure 4 left. The Fire 2 doesn't do much. Test Swing. 4 hits, 414. Not terrible, not exactly what we wanted. White shirt's going to go off. We get some evasion. Katana Swing, 4 hits, 341. That's the Thunder. Once again, doing a number to that ninja. That ninja, I believe, has dodged Bane twice so far, unless we have poison resist from a source I am unaware of. Continuing melee, the katana being wildly inconsistent. Switching over to all offense, trying to make it through. 2 hits, 260. We make it through. Darindrise is on to Chaos.
Meanwhile, Vaughn, doing some last turn-ins, got the last of their shards, and just picked up their power bonk. So, they are very prepared gear-wise for this Topher, and we'll be heading in just around the same time Darindrise pulls Chaos.
Shifting the ninja down to the bottom slot, and shifting the melee red mage down to the 3rd slot. It's Chaos time, here we go. Saber, lock 2, defense, white shirt. Buffs on buffs on buffs. What will Chaos's first turn be? Ice 3 comes out, does kind of a sizable amount to the white mage and the 3rd slot red mage. Not a great start, but it seems like we've moved the ribbon down to the ninja, so we should be okay for things. Heal 2, decent band-aid. White shirt goes off. Here's Crack. Takes down all 3 casters. This is now a 1v1 fight. We got our 2 defense casts up. We're now switching over to melee strats. We gotta make it through before we start seeing the bad stuff, like slow 2. That takes us down to a single hit. We're going to try some power gauntlets. We're going to see if we can survive this. There's the Cure 4. It is safe to do damage again. Fire 3 comes in. We're a little over 200 health. That nuke is going to be problematic. Coming soon. Fade. Not great. Ice 2. Hits. I don't believe we have Cure 4, because that was level 5. That's right. Chaos fasts itself, but this has been very melee so far. We're going to try Life 2. And there's the nuke. We have some more Life 2 casts if we want, but we're going to try Heal 3 first. Test Swing from the Vorpal for 100. Ice 3 counterattacks. Down goes the Red Mage. Incoming melee misses. Outgoing melee misses. Misses again. The single hit off of that katana is really problematic for trying to get melee off the ground for this ninja. Cure 4 has rounded on the table again. We're back to start. Are we going to try for the RNG loop? Single hit 194. Swirl takes us down. And Darindrise leaves Topher as Vaughn is approaching Kraken 2. Kraken 2, how's it going? We're going to open with A-Rub. We're going to try and avoid that terrible, no good, very bad ink. A-Rub goes first. Test Swing from the X-Cal for 276. Lock to try and get rid of some of that evasion. That is a Maza for 212. Incoming melee. takes the ninja down to 200. I was expecting more than that. There seems to be a whole lot of armor going on over here on Vaughn's side. Swinging again for 301. Fade goes out for 129. Excal, single hit for 305. Kraken lasers in on the life caster and detonates it. And now the ink misses all around. 2 hits for 210. This might get there. Miss. A miss is not what we wanted to see, and a Bane is not going to get there either. Let's go back to lock strats. 4 hits, 414. The lock is unnecessary. Kraken is down. Does our ninja have the life too? It does. Darindrise in Volcano, possibly looking for a grind tile as Vaughn moves up to Tia 2. We're going to power up this knight. We're looking at what we want to do. We're going with a casting Invis 2. Unsure if we have a white shirt or not. Lock goes off. 3 hits for 180. Power Gauntlet goes off. Here comes Thunder. Massive damage to the ninja and the Black Wizard, killing it. Invis 2 goes off. We're switching over to melee strats with the 2 melee. 4 hits, 500. Powerful. 2 hits, 156. Also there. Heal 3. Trying to top off that ninja. Poison takes it down, though. We now have a 2v1, except now it's the knight and the white wizard instead of the ninja and the white wizard. Life 2 picks the ninja back up after the Bane goes out. Excellent timing. We're going to try another Life 2. Power Gauntlet going off. 3 hits, 167. Okay. Indecision out of this white mage. Are we doing offense or defense? Looks like we settled on Fade for offense. Lock 2 going off. 2 hits, 2 damage out of that Maza. Thanks, Maza. Power Gauntlet goes off. Fade goes out for 186. Switching back over to full offense with a cheeky 3 and 256 along the way. Melee's going out. No time for Zap. 4 hits, 475. We take down Tia, and Vaughn is on the way to Chaos. Meanwhile, Darindrise trying to set up some sort of solo grind out here. Not sure if we got 3 and 256 through a ribbon or what exactly happened, but the dinosaurs had no time for us.
Yeah, unfortunately, getting that grind off the ground is slightly problematic.
Mm-hmm. Chaos time. What are we doing? We're equipping stuff on the knight. We've only got 1 ribbon. Got lots of other stuff, but only 1 ribbon. Weapons. Are we keeping the Excal on that knight? We are. Looks like we're still focused on double melee if we can help it. We're going to try some white shirt. We're going to try... No, we don't have temper. We'll try lock. Into melee swings. And defense. Test hit for 173. Not terrible. Incoming melee stuns the white wizard. Of the targets, that one was probably okay for. We're going to try some more Lock 2 strats. Some more defense, some more defense. Lock 2 goes off. Incoming Ice 3. Very kind to the damage all around. 5 hits, 149 seems good. Second defense stack of 3 has gone off. I'm going to try some... No, we're going to stick with melee. Debated the merits of Fade, decided to stick with melee. 4 hits, 32. Probably should have gone for the Fade. White shirt goes off. Power Gauntlet goes off. We're going to try and power up this knight so that when we see the Cure 4 arrive, we can then shift over to full offense and try and get there before the bad times occur. Here comes heal 3. Seems helpful. Lock goes out. There's the slow 2. Ineffective on a party member we don't care about. Swung for 212. Everything's fine. Final lock going out from the Black Wizard. Here comes Crack. This was always going to be one of the problem spells, but it only tags the Black Wizard. Otherwise, real good for the rest of the party. 4 hits 48 out of that Excal. That's not good. We're gonna try some A-Rub, where we wanted to go all along. We need more power out of that Excal though. A-Rub, just after the nick of time. Gonna guard on Crack on the next turn, or the next cycle round. 5 hits 112 seems okay. Where is this Cure 4 from Chaos? We know it's coming up in the list somewhere, and we're a little concerned about our damage potential, and we're kind of trying to hold on until we see the Cure 4. Fade goes out for 95. Thanks, Fade. Heal 3 from the White Mage. More healing strats. And more power strats. Someday, we're going to see this Cure 4, and then it's going to be time to stand up on the gas pedal. But a melee to the White Wizard is, once again, not Cure 4. Chaos is toying with us. He's trying to bait Vaughn into going all offense, blowing through some of those remaining Fade charges before deploying the Cure 4. NES AI, most advanced AI. There's the Cure 4. We now have the green light to begin. 4 hits 395 is a start. Fade. And swing and more power. We aren't actually quite going full power yet. Maybe that swing had us just a little bit concerned. Mazza swing, 5 hit 74. Thanks, Mazza. More heal 3, more fade, more something. Swing, swing, power. More power. We want to try to get this knight into low Earth orbit. Harm 3 goes out. It does things. 4 hits from a Mazza. It does things. It's time for Excal. Swing. 4 hits, 540. Not the most impressive number. 5 hits, 492 from the Mazza. Now that the Mazza has seen the Excal swing, the Mazza has decided, oh right, I'm supposed to be doing things here, right. Knight's debating magic. Thinking power. Let's do power. Heal 3 goes off. We need to keep this health topped off because there is a nuke in our immediate future. And there it is. Massive damage to the White Mage and to the Knight. We're going to try and cure for the Knight, hope for the best. We're going to final heal 3. Ooh, down goes the White Wizard. That is not the order of events that we wanted to happen. Excal, how we doing? 4 hits, 448. Seems good. We need more. We need more power. We're on heal pot strats. We're gonna keep power bonking. At some point, we need to turn this into an offense. We cannot power bonk Chaos to death. As darindrise pulls up to Topher, we're continuing the heal pot strats. 4 hits, 1050. The Excal found purchase. GG to our first place finisher Vaughn, finishing with an official race time GG time. 1 hour, 21 minutes, and 53 seconds. GG.
And in not a lot of time to spare because I think that Cure 4 was coming back around. So, oh, that was a close one. But GG. I've asked Vaughn if they'd like to interview in the room, so okay, well, unfortunately Vaughn doesn't have a mic set up to do an interview. So since their apologies. But GG, they took game 1 and they just took game 2, which means they are moving on to the round of 32. Which is impressive. Vaughn is one of our kind of our newer runners. I know this is their first winter tournament. I think it's their first bigger tournament. That they mentioned they had done the duck rally this fall, but like as big tournaments, like there's first one, and they're coming out the gate swinging, going 2-0. So I don't know who gets Vaughn in the round of 32, but
Mm-hmm. Oh, going up against Chan again. Interesting. Interesting. Meanwhile, darindrise on the carry 2 fight. A couple of fades finding good purchase. 6 hits out of that there. Katana. Incoming melee not doing crazy amounts. We're continuing with swing triple fade. Speed and power through this fight. The LOL 81 fade gets us through. Doing a little bit of menu management real quick. Oh no! We went the wrong way, we went down!
oh,
The second carry is just as good as the first. Incoming Fire 3, doing a bit of a number to the top 2 slots, but we'll be fine. Fade goes out for 150. Katana for 269. Fade goes out for 156. Fade. Roll up. 80. That's not up, that's down. Big ol' swing. 272. Still there. Miss. Fade. 272. There we go. That's fine. That's fine. Question chat, am I losing it, or is this music in a different pitch from Bonds? This music is in a different pitch from Bonds. Oh, but we have Vaughn in chat, so the chaos fight, yes. That was a whole lot of power bunks going on, and that was a whole lot of taunting from Chaos, refusing to cast Cure 4, just hitting with AoE for days. Seemed very awkward. You handled it well. Oh, question in chat. What are the shards for? I don't remember them in my normal Final Fantasy 1 playthroughs. So, we are playing the Final Fantasy 1 randomizer, and one of the randomizer settings we have is for a thing called Shard Hunt. Instead of having to light the 4 orbs, we now simply have to find the X number of shards, in this case 24. Shards are located in boxes out in the world, and also you get a fixed number of shards from killing a fiend in the original elemental dungeons. If you kill Lich or Carry, you get 2 shards, and then if you kill Kraken or Tiamat, you get 4 shards. Once you have 24 shards, you can move past the Black Orb to go into the Temple of Fiends Revisited. Meanwhile, darindrise versus Kraken. Ink comes out, tags the second place Red Mage. That's gonna be a bit of a bummer. No, it's not, because that's a caster Red Mage. We're fine. How are we going to handle this Kraken? More offense? Just more offense. Vorpal, Red Wizard for 132. White Shirt for more evasion. Incoming melee misses the ninja. Fade, how you doing? 180? It's fine. 5 hits, 1032, and we are through Kraken.
there's something about the fact that all his characters have almost the exact same HP that just makes me happy. I'm not sure why, it just kind of does.
So, White Shirt, Fade, Bonk, and Vorpal Swing. We are on the Tia 2 fight. Tia 2 is the one with the Bane. We are down 1, 2. We are down 2 characters, including our White Wizard. Now, I believe that Ninja has life too, so as long as we get the Ninja through this fight, we're fine. We're gonna keep bonking. We're gonna keep more bonk, more saber, more power. Incoming melee is not nice to that there red wizard. The red wizard is down. It's just Ninja versus Tia. That was an unfortunate swing. Incoming melee is not going to do much. We need more power. Incoming poison for only 55. I'm pretty sure I know where the ribbon is in that party. 3 hits, 492. We continue. 6 hits, 828. That's a better number. Incoming melee misses. 4 hits, 984. Down goes Tia 2. Now, the question is, do we have life charges? We do.
The other question is Danny K-12?
Danny, are you K-12?
Not last time I checked, but I could be wrong.
We'll check back in
I'm
later.
often wrong.
We'll check back in later for further details as we approach the Chaos fight. How are we doing this? Okay, we're opening with White Shirt and Lock. And I think that was a defense and a saber. All buffs, all the time. White Shirt and saber go off. Here comes Crack. This is... We lose the bottom red wizard. That was our Vorpal carrier. Lock 2 goes off. Are we continuing evasion? We are. We're low on fades, but we got 2 charges left. We might as well use them. Fade goes out, Power Gauntlet goes off, Evasion goes off. More Evasion. Using the last 2 Fade charges, it doesn't look like we have the horsepower to make it through this Chaos in a timely manner, but Chaos seems to very much favor that skill list this time, so we still might make it through before we see that Cure 4. We're going to try a little bit more power just to see if we can't make sure we get there. Ice 3. Chaos has found the spell list, and it's devastating to the top 2. Are we going for Cure 4 for healing? We're thinking. White Mage going to Cure 4 self. Red Wizard going to stick with melee. Ninja going to stick with buffing. We cure the White Wizard, but the Red Mage goes down. Fade going out for 116. Here comes Swirl. The AoEs have not been kind to this party. Darindrise favoring all offense. Gonna try and get there before the Cure 4 does. But there's Tornado. We're down to a single character. 3 hits, 430 is not gonna get us there. The slow 2 sticks and the Cure 4. Slow 2 into Cure 4. We're going to try for the RNG loop. I don't know that we're going to find it. We haven't seen it yet. Well, we're finding something. But they're not the same numbers. See if we can coax a little bit of melee out. Crack is also fine. Fast is fine. Right now we're trying to beat the nuke. But there's Inferno. And that is going to be it for Darindrise. GG.
Unfortunate, but understandable, because that feels bad. Oh, and I think...
And we're joined in the booth by Darindrise. GG.
Howdy.
That was...
Hello.
Oof. That was... Sorry.
I know, I'm sorry.
Danny is mean, but I love her because she's wonderful.
Oh, thank you. I promise I'm not mean on purpose. But I have often wondered, is Danny mean? Is K-12 mean? Is Danny K-12? Am I the education system? I wasn't sure exactly where you were going with this, but if it was Danny is mean, then it's 100% understandable. Especially after the proceed into this one.
A12 was so I remembered that early lockpick was on, so that I knew that at
Ah.
level 12 I had a key.
Oh, gotcha. Key 12. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went and dug the key out because I forgot that I had the power gauntlet and, spent a bunch of time doing that. But yeah, congratulations to Vaughn. Those were fun.
I'm hoping for both of you that your future races are far more kinder. And I'm sorry.
I mean, they were good. It made you think. So that's what I play for, because it makes you think a little bit more than just playing the regular game.
Mm-hmm. There was something else I was going to ask. Oh, starting party. You're forced a thief, and you pick a red mage, and tavern shows white mage. Do you have any thoughts on reroll, or?
No. What was it? I think we had life 2 at that point for the white mage, which is why I picked them up.
Mhm.
And then having Fade at the second level just made sense to get the other red mage.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was happy with that. I mean, I had Bane, so I knew that I could get through Garland.
And my one other question, an interesting thing that I saw, you did end up turning in the bottle, which at that point we had pretty much deduced was the key. Were you hoping that was something else, or?
Yeah, that's where I forgot that I had the power gauntlet, and I knew without fast and temper I was going to need it.
Gotcha.
Which is, if you watch it, I unequipped and re-equipped the power gauntlet about 10 times right after that.
Danny might be mean, but temper and fast at level 8 is even meaner than me. So that was just, oh, that hurt. Seeing that hurt felt real bad.
Yeah, but it was fun. I mean, and it was, I was in Temple of Fiends in like an hour, just over an hour for the first time. So, and got to Chaos, so I can't complain.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, even with...
I was going to say, you were first on screen into Topher. However, Vaughn did take a mini grind on an Iron Gall tile to try and get levels on the party.
That's right, and they were really easy. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I think that, and it's just that bit of a difference in the party. He had the knight with the ninja.
Oh, yeah.
Got through just a bit easier, too. Yeah. But no, up until that, and then Topher just deciding it was going to make your day incredibly hard. Like, you played well, and like getting into Topher as quick as you did, like especially with some of the adversities that this seed had for you. Like, you did really well.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was tons of fun. Slimes were mean.
Yep.
They were extremely mean in Sky.
Yes, they were.
I debated taking a war mech just to take a war mech, but figured that I should just get out of there while I could. But yeah, I mean, I can't complain. It was a lot of it. That's what the tournament is always about. Is it's fun to do one-on-one races, and like this was, in qualifying we had probably the closest times out of anybody. So, I was within a few minutes of on both of the seeds today, so I can't complain at all.
Yeah, throughout the whole seed, and I watched your first race. For those who don't know, they raced right before this one and immediately did race 2. And that one wasn't restreamed, and I was watching that on the spectator link. And yeah, you both, like, throughout both seeds were incredibly close. There was at no point where like either one had like a huge lead on the other one. So it was a very like an equal matchup between the two, I think. And you both played really well, and they were both really good races to watch. I always like, I'm sure it's nerve-wracking for runners when you're paired up with someone who, has similar times to you, because you don't really know how it's going to go. But those are also like the races that are really good to watch, because the whole time you're just like, it feels bad to be like, it's exciting when it makes the racers nervous, but it is.
Yeah,
It's
it
good
makes it
watch.
a ton of fun. So, also Vaughn, no pressure, but I'm pretty sure last year, first round, I lost to Pickles and Beer, so you gotta top him.
I've asked all the questions I have. Danny, do you have any other questions?
No, I all the ones I could think of, like, you kind of beat me to it, and I'm good with that. You're better at this talking thing than I am anyway. So, but no, you're biased and you know it. But no, like I said, I watched the first race and then jumped in for this second one, and yeah, like we've got Vaughn moving on, and then darindrise will move on to the lower bracket. But like both, I think, did really, really well especially for the seeds that they were given. They were not easy. There was a whole lot of a nasty in both of them, so I think they handled what they were given well. So GG's to both runners. They are definitely deserved.
All right. darindrise, final thoughts.
Thank you to crew, Lord Fizzlebeef, Danny, and Fellison for throwing this together last minute, because we kind of said, hey, we can start a little bit early and get 2 games in, with it being best of 3. And you guys threw together a stream in a couple hours. So thanks a lot for doing that. It was a ton of fun, and I'm looking forward to the lower brackets and having a chance to, last chance qualifiers are always a ton of fun too. So, yeah.
All right, stick around. We have yet more winter tournament action coming up in right around 50 minutes, actually. I believe still here on RPG Limit Break. We are going to have Game 2.
Game 1. This is round of 32, Game 1 with Rax versus Windfox.
That's what it is, yes.
Yeah, here on RPG Limit Break. The race started about 10 after 10 p.m. Eastern, so 10 p.m. Eastern. There we go. I got it out. So if you had fun watching this race and want to see more of this and have more Fizzle on comms, because he's real good and nice to listen to, you'll be joined by Saracen, and they will be doing comms on that race in a little over an hour. So Windfox and Rax are both insanely good runners. So it'll be a race absolutely worth watching. So if you had fun with this one and want to watch more, and it's not past your bedtime, I know it's a work night for a lot of people, you should hop back on around and give it a watch.
All right, for everybody here at the Final Fantasy Randomizer community, my name is Lord Fizzlebeef, and we will see you all next time. Have a good night, everyone.